Captain of the ship, Annie Saint. All right, y'all. Hit share after dark, baby. Candid conversation after dark. Y'all hit share. All right. Smoking do-si-do. All right, everybody. Come on, baby. Come on, y'all. Come on. Tap in. Yes, honey. I was having a little bit of munch, honey. How y'all doing? Come on, y'all. It's getting late. Ballin' like a big shot. Ballin' like a big shot. Hey. Come on, y'all. All right. All right, everybody. So how's everybody doing tonight? Listen, I had to move this candid conversation tonight to a more decent, respectable hour. Because I know that tonight's candid conversation, we're going to go deep tonight. First of all, I want to say welcome to everybody that's on here tonight. Man, y'all, today has been an incredible day. Drop some hearts if you're grateful, because today was a great day. And you happy to be alive. You happy to be tapped in. You happy just to really be here on 2222. Do y'all realize what today is? Today is 2222. And I want y'all to know that basically means that the best is yet to come. And tonight I'm excited, hey Latavia, because we're going to have a very different type of candid conversation. Many of you all who follow me, you all know that this young lady that I'm bringing on tonight is a dear friend of mine. She is, a best friend of mine. She's been in my life, y'all. I actually met her about 10 years ago. It's been about 10 years now, maybe 11 years. I met her in the industry of network marketing. We were both in the same network marketing company together. And I remember when I first met her, I had heard so many great things about her. And I was just looking forward to meeting who this powerhouse woman was that everybody kept talking about. And I remember like it was yesterday going to her house. Her house was bad. I'm talking about furnished, nice furniture. I remember going on her second floor and seeing, looking downstairs at her dining room table. She was just so freaking classy, y'all. Let me tell you, a class act. And I remember one time going to Detroit, and she had I think it was an S550. It was the S550. And baby, mama had just bought this. It was a white S550. I don't even know if she know I remember this. And she had just bought it. And I remember, y'all, she had the sticker in the window. That's how much mama was like, I do what I want. You do what you can. She was always that girl that was a go-getter. And she just inspired so many people. And I could tell you all that when I think about friends, a lot of people nowadays do not honor friendships. They do not honor relationships. They do not take into consideration the role somebody has played in their life. And I think it's very unfortunate that people nowadays don't appreciate a good friend. And this young lady, y'all, that I'm going to bring on tonight is such a good friend. She is a friend that, you know, I think it's easy for someone to be your friend when times are good. You know, it's easy for someone to oh, I love you, and to, you know, be around you when everything is great. That's easy, right? What's up, Derek Gracie? It's easy for somebody to be your friend when times are great. But I think a real friend shows themselves through adversity. A real friend shows themselves when things are not as great. A real friend don't mind riding with you, you know, in the Benz or on the bus. They don't mind riding with you in the Bentley or on the bus. And I think real friends show themselves through time. It doesn't matter really and truly how great you think a friend is. Let that relationship be tested first. Every real relationship must get tested, okay? As a matter of fact, some of y'all probably heard that before. Study to show yourself approved, right? So we got to start studying the people around us. You know, we cannot afford to have weak links around us. We cannot afford to waste time with people that's not real solid. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's like, as you begin to evolve, and hey, Daphne Waynes, if you begin to evolve and you get older, you respect and appreciate solid friends. And this woman right here, guys, is solid. She's so inspiring. You know, I don't know how deep we're going to go tonight, but she's so inspiring that I remember she actually had to turn herself in and do time in the federal penitentiary, y'all. She had to turn herself in and do time in the federal penitentiary. And while she was in the federal penitentiary, she grew. She read so much books. She became a new person. And I remember, you know, watching her come home and do better when she came home than she did before she went in. And that speaks volumes to the type of people that she surrounds herself by. And another thing I want to tell y'all that I noticed about just real solid friends. Real solid friends are going to always have your best interests at heart. Real solid friends are always going to have your best interest at heart. They're not going to think about just themselves. They're going to always try to find ways to make sure that everything is all good with you. And so how many of you all got people in your life right now that they've been there when times were good, they've been there when times were bad, and you have a different kind of appreciation for that person because you saw them stick with you through the good and the bad? Drop some hearts if you got those kind of people in your life. So that's what this woman represents. So let me see if she sent me a request. Another girl, send me a request, child. Y'all, some of y'all was on with us the other night. We had after dark candid conversations, and it wasn't even planned. Okay, what's up, Portia with the P? Portia with the P, baby. Yes, it wasn't even planned, and baby mama went in. She started showing us all kind of toys. She started talking about relationships, and I'm a little concerned because she told me, hey, don't think you're going to be doing all the talking tonight. I'm going to be doing some talking too. And she has no filter, y'all. Why did this lady just call me? I got to wait for a request, y'all. And I'm on the damn candid conversations.
What's up, girl?
First of all, you look very beautiful.
Yeah, you know I gotta clean her real good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You look so beautiful. And listen, y'all, that was another that called and made the sound go out. I'm like, why is she calling me when she know we supposed to be on candid conversations?
You know you like to start on your own time.
No, boo. I was on time because I know you like to be on time and I didn't want to hear your mouth.
Girl, I already know you. When people know you, what's up? So what is going on? Let's get the tea rolling.
Your hair cute. Let me see your hair. Turn around. Let me see.
You know, you'll start calling me grandma, so I got, you know, I can't be playing with you.
No, you look pretty. You look pretty. No. It's 11:11. Come on, y'all. Make a wish. Make a wish.
Make a wish, bitch. You acting like, what you mean make a wish?
Make a wish, bitch. Make a wish. It's 11:11. Set your intentions. Have positive thoughts. Manifest. Come on, guys. Yes, 11:11, bitch.
What is 11:11?
It's an angel number, girl. Whenever you see 11:11, that's the angels talking to you. Trying to tell you good shit. Trying to tell you you on the right track. Manifest. See what you be. What's up with you, girl?
Now, what's up with you? You not about to be boring.
No, you don't know what 11:11 is, girl?
No, I don't.
Girl, tap in, girl. Tap in.
No, you tap in.
I'm tapped in, girl.
Okay,
So
so what's going
so
on?
let's go. Let me tell you what I want to talk to you about.
Okay, what you want to talk to me about? Right.
Before you start getting spicy, because I already feel you getting spiced up. Before you get spicy, I want to ask you a question. So that video has already went crazy on my page. Like everybody's going crazy over that video.
Okay.
And it, to me, the video tells a story. Like you don't have to even ask no questions. But before we get there, I don't want to get to
But
that.
you know why I did that video, right?
Why, girl?
You know why I did that video. You remember?
Nah, don't tell me why.
You know why I did that video.
Girl, go ahead, tell me.
Okay, you already know why. You know my well, I can say it now because he already know. So let me tell y'all. Anyway, you know I had a Rolls Royce, so I was dating this guy, right? So he tried to hold me and back a girl a Bentley, and then tried to like have it all on the web, on the Instagram. Was trying to show out, right? So you already know what I did. I just went and bought wait a minute. First off, I still got my vehicle. Let's be clear, okay? So, I had to go pay cash for a Rolls Royce to let a nigga know anything after me is a downgrade, nigga. Don't play with me.
All right, so let me bring y'all up to speed. She's speaking very fast. I don't know if they caught the whole story. Do y'all understand what she just said, or did she say it's too fast? Drop some hearts if you understood what she just said. Because I don't want y'all to catch, miss the whole statement. Because that was a real big deal.
It was a big deal, but that's why you got to get your own money. I mean, at the end of the day, it's nothing like being able to buy for yourself, but you do also have to humble yourself, because you'll be by yourself, but you got to know when to do it. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine if I ain't had no money, I couldn't stop?
So let me ask you a question. Let's go back. I'm glad you're starting off very spicy. You like to get to the point real fast. So you're dating this guy, and then y'all
don't act slow. You already know I was going with him.
They don't know. We have 50 other people that want to hear the whole story.
Oh, okay.
You were dating this guy. You guys break up, and he goes and buys his new girlfriend a Bentley, correct?
A Bentley truck.
A Bentley truck. So you basically wanted to let him know that, nigga, you ain't did nothing.
No, he tried to show out on me because, mind you, a month before, he gonna give me $1,500 for my birthday.
Oh, so you felt played.
You gonna give me $1,500? You gonna try to show out like that?
So that's what your mind perceived that he was trying to show off.
Oh, definitely. It ain't no secret.
So do you think he was trying to embarrass you, make you feel stupid, or you think he wanted to buy the girl a car?
I think he wanted to buy the car, but he had intentions behind it.
He was trying to fuck with your self-esteem.
Oh yeah, he was.
And you let his ass have it because you got your old Rolls Royce and you went and bought you a new one.
Right.
So you traded in the other Rolls Royce?
I ain't traded the other Rolls Royce in.
Oh no, I mean the people want to know if you traded it in.
They know I didn't.
They don't know you, girl. These people don't know you.
Who don't know? What you mean they don't know me? These people know me. Don't y'all?
Everybody don't know you, girl. I got 200,000 new followers today. They don't know me or you, girl.
You got 200,000 new followers.
Yeah, I'm always getting new followers, sister.
Girl, you is so hilarious.
Yeah, everybody don't know you, girl. Everybody don't know you. So let's move on. So you still got your old Rolls Royce. You got two Rolls Royces now.
Right.
What do you do? Like how does a young black woman afford two Rolls Royces? And they're both paid in full, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, how do you afford to purchase two Rolls Royces?
Well,
what do you do? What do you do?
First, I own several tax franchises. I'm in, tax stores because I'm not with the franchise company no more. I'm in real estate. I do internet marketing. I own a party bus, luxury limousine company. However, I just want your audience to know that purchasing vehicles, that's a liability. It's not an asset. You purchase, like I purchased a Rolls Royce when I could afford one. You don't spend your last on buying no Rolls Royce. You know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So pretty much, I believe that, when you purchase a Rolls Royce, you should be able to afford it at least 4 times the amount at the minimum.
So you bought your Rolls Royce. You own two. How many tax franchises you have? Like, tell me about.
I own 5 tax stores. However, I just started a mentorship program 2 years ago.
Well, what do you do to make the majority of this money? Can you tell us, like, what do you do for a living? Like, break it down.
The majority of my money come from real estate, honestly, from flipping houses and, you know, and then my other money come from taxes. So it's like a mixture of both.
Okay, you do real estate. So keep, you know, I like
You
to
is
brag.
very boring.
No, I'm not. I like to brag on how many houses you own.
Well, why are you talking so slow?
Because this is people want to learn. Just relax. This is relax. We gonna get there. So tell me, how many houses do you own free and clear?
30.
How does one own 30 houses free and clear?
Well, you know, the real estate market crashed back in 2010. So, of course, you know, you got a seller's market, you got a buyer's market. So I pretty much purchased my houses when it was a buyer's market, you know. And so at the end of the day, when the real estate market crashed, I just started buying houses because I got scared because I was thinking, dang, I'm not going to be able to flip houses. So I took my money and started to, you know, build passive income.
And how important is it for you to have passive income?
It's really important. I mean, you know, seriously, it's really important because at the end of the day, when you build passive income, you're not working so hard, you know, and that's what people like. Anytime, you know, like it's this chart. I broke it down at your actual, you know, at Girl Hold My Hand. And I talked about how you got to have everyday money, right? You want to have monthly money. And then you want to have, you know, money that you working on projects. And then you want to have money that, you know, you actually building, you know, you're actually building. And so at the end of the day, passive income is really important. You know, like anytime you can have passive income, you can wake up, you like, I know at the end of the day, every month, I know that I'm going to get at least about a good 80,000 coming in, you know what I'm saying, passively through everything that I do. So that's so important. That's just like with my tax preparation company. I still have clients that's been coming to me since 2009.
Damn. So you get how much money a month passively?
80,000.
Wow. So you don't have to do anything. You could decide to just retire right now, and you set yourself up where you're getting 80,000 a month without having to go to work and clock into a job or do anything.
That is correct.
So tell us about Anetta before, like, you know, to talk about owning 30 houses free and clear, to talk about making 80,000 a month passively, to talk about owning tax businesses, to talk about, you know, having clients since 2009. You say they still come to you?
Yeah, they still come to me.
You own 2 Rolls Royces free and clear. Like, help us to understand where you come from. Like, tell me about your childhood. Like, how did you become so ambitious, so organized, so determined? Like, tell me about who you were before all of this success.
Before I became successful, basically, before I became successful, I just, you know, was somebody that, you know, went to work every single day. And I'll never forget, I was working at EDS, right? And when I was working at EDS, I started working for this job at Johnson Controls. And, you know, I used to want to be like one of these directors or, you know, these corporate ladies making 6 figures. But it had dawned on me that, you know, when I started working there and when I was talking to this guy that was in real estate, his name was Neil Preston. And when he was like, if I could show you how to make $1 million, what would you do? And I was like, I would give you half. So at that time, I realized that, you know, working for somebody, you know, you can never become a millionaire working for somebody else. You know, you have to, you know, build your own life. And that's the best thing that I could have did. Like when I told my mom I was quitting my job, she called me stupid. You know, everybody think it's a bad decision because we rely on security. You know, my parents, you know, worked all their life, but I just knew that I deserved better. You know, but a lot of times people fail to realize like success is a responsibility and you have to be able to pull in the work and you have to be able to build value. Like I always preach this. I truly believe that, like with you, before you became the #1 woman in network marketing, right? You was good at, okay, we're gonna go back to your when you was a dancer, didn't you like become an expert at it? You started making more money. You was determined. So what I'm saying is when you got into network marketing, that was a new skill set. But you were determined to learn it and you so great at it that now you became the #1 network marketing individual, you know, woman in the world, one of the women. So what I'm saying, trying to say to you is you have to invest in yourself and it takes skill set. The reason why you're where you at is because you gained enough knowledge to figure out what do you need to do, and now you was able to take it to that next level. A lot of people are not where they at because they don't have skill set. They too lazy to learn. They too lazy to read. They too lazy, to attend a seminar. And it's so sad. People be thinking, oh, I'm not going to go to that seminar. They just trying to, get my money. No, at the end of the day, you're hurting yourself. You got to invest in yourself. Like that girl, Hold My Hand, you've changed so many women's lives, and they don't understand. Like, you really focus on personal development, building your confidence up, and it starts there. If you cannot build your confidence up to get to that next level, at the end of the day, people fail to realize that, you won't get to that next level. You got to know who you are. Like with you didn't, we're not going to talk about it, but there has been a few events that has transpired in your life, right? Now, at the end of the day, those incidents transpire in your life. But if you didn't have your confidence, your self-esteem of it, you didn't know who you are, you probably would have broke down. But because you know who you are, you know what I'm saying? You believe in Stormy Wellington, and you don't care what people think about you. You still move on and make it happen. So that is so important. It starts with the mindset.
How did you get like that? Like, I watched you even just the other day, y'all. She lives in a very cold climate place. I've watched this girl walk 5 miles and snow is falling, and she's still bundled up and she's walking. I watched you get real disciplined and do personal development every day. I'm reading this book, I'm reading that book. You got a nice extensive library. Like, how did you get like that? Because most people think that you got to go to college, and they don't respect, investing in personal development. Like, you're one of the first people that made me realize how much you got to grow and be disciplined with working out. When I used to see you outside, I'm talking about 3 years ago, before I got disciplined. I don't know if you remember this. I wasn't as disciplined with my workouts like you. But when I would watch you go outside, Annetta, and you were walking that cold, and then I would see you reward yourself. Like, you're the first woman that I seen with like that tennis necklace. And I'm like, oh, bitch, I'm going to get me one of them. You showed me them earrings, and you took a picture and was like, bitch, these is, I forgot what carats. I was like, bitch, I'm going to get me some of them. Like, you always inspired me to go harder. But I know that a lot of women don't have women like that in their lives that show them the way. Like, you have played a major role in a lot of things. My watches, you'll go get a watch. I'm like, bitch, I'm going to get me one of them. So my question to you is, like, who in your life, who is that woman in your life that inspired you, or was there a woman in your life that made you want to be like, you get your makeup done, you don't play about your hair, you're very clean, you're very neat, your stuff is organized, your wigs is in how did you develop that discipline and that organization?
You want to know who you inspire me? You inspire me
to do what?
I got to get my body done, to get my hair done. Even though, you say things like I give you some pushback, but at the end of the day, you have inspired me to, want to look better, to, want to do more. Like I say, I would fly to your house, and after you leave your house, girl, you be ready to go to work. So I'm not saying this, but you truly have inspired me. And then now, look at you now. I mean, you got your diamond's bigger than Maz now. Shit. Right. Your ring bigger than mine and everything. And so
thank you, girl.
I celebrate you. But it's you work hard as hell. I tell people all the time, nobody can outwork you.
Let's talk about that. When I think about you, Annetta, one of my earliest memories of you is, it's not even, I remember when you came and you took care of DJ, everything I didn't get at the baby shower. I never forget. You were like, bitch, whatever you don't get, and you ain't used to call me bitch back then, because I had low self-esteem, so you couldn't talk to me like that back then. You had to wait till my confidence got back up. But I remember talking to you, telling you how broke I was. Me and you wasn't even that tight. And I remember being on the phone with you. And I was walking outside, pacing. And I was telling you like I was broke. And I don't even remember even asking you. I just remember the next day you went to the bank and gave me like 10 grand. So my next question is, like, you've been always that very supportive friend. When you're in somebody's life, you really ride for your friends, and you're very loyal. You still didn't answer my question about who was that woman that inspired you, because there had to be some, whether it was your mom, your grandma, somebody had to get you to you're very beautiful, and you're very like my lingerie, my, you know, your kitchen cabinet, everything is organized. Like, where did you get that from?
The organization I got from my mom, just being very organized, and you know, like just with everything. Like my mama still be organized, so I got the organization part from my mama. I got being, you know, wanting to be sharp and wanting to be cute with the makeup from Grandma Pearl. You know what I'm saying? My grandma. So between my mom and my grandma, that's who actually, you know, developed me to, you know, be organized. And my grandma, you know, developed me to be sugar sharp, you know, or always look at her best, because Grandma Pearl used to be the bomb.
Granny, about grandma. Tell me about Grandma Pearl, girl.
Grandma Pearl, she just, you know, she was a great grandma. And, you know, I'm going to tell you, when somebody tell you to come see them before they, you know, when they in a hospital, you should go see them. Because my grandma wanted to see me the day before she was going to get surgery. She had to get a blood clot removed. And I was like, I'll see her when she come out of surgery. And Grandma Pearl ended up dying.
Wow.
Yeah, she ended up dying. Like, so I never got to see her that last time. I took it for granted. I thought, oh, well, you know, Grandma Pearl eventually is, you know, she'll be okay. But now, you know, when my dad or my parents, anybody in the hospital, I make sure I go see them, because I've had a bad experience when it came to my grandma.
Wow. So your grandma taught you just to be a very classy, well put together woman.
Yeah, she did.
That's beautiful. So, you know, I believe that females play a huge role in changing the whole world. I believe that a woman can change not just herself, not just her kids and her family, her household, but a strong woman can make a huge impact on the entire world. And I think that when I think about you, tell me a little bit about you going to feds. Like, you did some time in the federal penitentiary. Like, explain that to me. Like, how does a classy, beautiful, sophisticated woman like you end up in the feds?
Well, I pretty much ended up, and you want me to tell you about the experience of prison, or like, how did I get there?
We want to know, like, why, because I believe you going to prison has a lot to do with even how hard you work now. Like, the way you work hard, you'll think you got a whole big old family with a bunch of kids. You don't have to work as hard as you do. And I think knowing that you could go broke play the role. But before we get there, like, how did you end up in the feds?
Well, I was in real estate, and back then, you know, real estate, I was flipping houses. So let's just say if somebody needed 20% down. So if I gave them $100,000, right? I mean, not gave them 100. If they were financing 100, they needed 20% down, which was 20,000. So I would structure the deal to where I would give them the down payment. But that's fraud. You can only give 6% of each, you know, an individual seller concessions, but I didn't do that. So I did so many of them, you know, or whatever. And it was a white guy. He ended up dying. His name was Chip Radowski. And he pretty much told on me. And so that's how I actually got intertwined with that. And before he died, they were trying to give me 63 to 78 months. But he ended up dying, so it weakened the case. And so I'm thinking it's going to get dismissed. And my attorney was like, no, they going to charge you with your paper case. You know, I went to prison for my own paperwork. I was so organized. So literally when they came and got my stuff, it was so organized. I had like the cashier's check stapled to the hood. The hood is actually, you know, a settlement statement of the breakdown when you purchase a house. So pretty much they just traced the cashier's check back, and they were able to tie everything up, and that's how I caught a case.
Wow.
When they raided my office.
And how much time did you end up doing total?
15 months. They sentenced me 33 to 41. I received 24 months, and I got out in 15 months.
Wow, what did that do? How did that change your life? How did that impact you?
Well, one thing about prison, I'm going to tell you, a lot of times, and it's probably somebody on here, you know, that's probably dealing with a case. But one thing I did was, you know, I was like, a lot of times when people go into prison, it's two things that they do. They get discouraged and they just give up on life. And so with me, I was just like, you know what? I can't be broke and going to prison. So I was blessed to where I got indicted in 2011. I didn't have to go to prison because Kwame Kilpatrick, we had the same attorney, which was the mayor in Michigan. He had his case first. So that bought me some time. So I went to prison, you know, in February 2015. But what I did was I wrote down everything that I wanted to do. So I wrote down 100 books that I wanted to read. I mailed that list into the prison. And, you know, I wanted to work on myself spiritually. I didn't really work on myself spiritually a lot in prison. I worked out and I took that time to really grow and develop. You know, it's not like people be like, you know, when you sit down, you really do sit down in prison, you know. And when I was there, I just took the time to work on me, get my body together. You know, in prison, they be reading hood books, like real ghetto books and stuff like that. But that I wanted to do at the end of the day. I understand how important it is to really work on yourself. You know, like you were just talking about, you know, at the end of the day, you got to get a self-education. Like you didn't learn network marketing through, you know, college. You learned it through self-education. You went, you trained, you taught, you learned. A majority of millionaires are produced based off of self-education, attending seminars, going to events, listening to audios, reading books. You know, you have to, you know, college is not going to teach you that. They're just going to teach you how to get a job.
What's your top 3 favorite books?
My top 3 favorite books is Make Shit Happen by Sean Wade. The other one is You Live and You Learn. And my other book is Equip by John Maxwell. And Equip, it really teaches you, like, we be thinking as entrepreneurs that, you know, people, you assume, I tell you this all the time, you assume people know what they supposed to do when they work for you, but they don't. You have to equip them. You got to treat everybody like a baby and develop them and show them exactly how you want certain things. That's my Equip. That's when I really understood how to be a great businesswoman.
Awesome. So let's fast forward now. Let's get into the fun shit. Enough of that. We got some education out the way. We got some personal development out the way. The world knows your life. They know where you come from. They know that you're a successful businesswoman. We've been friends now with Netta for what, maybe 10 years now? It's been about 10 years now.
I met you in 2008, but you didn't really become my friend until 2010.
No, yeah, 2010.
Yeah.
I remember when I came to your house, that nice house with that nice dining room table and that nice rug. I remember that house. You know that I remember that house?
Yeah. That was my first house I bought. I said, I don't want no little house on the prairie. I'm going to give me a big house.
It was beautiful. So let me ask you this. What is your memory of me before all of this beautiful stuff that's going on? Tell me your memory of me before I became all this Stormy Wellington.
You always was, when I met you, you was Stormy Wellington, an artist.
Well, maybe I'm going back to, tell me about in 2010 when you and I was on the phone. How did I end up borrowing money from you?
You end up borrowing, you didn't even ask me for the money. You just was telling me all your problems. And I was just like, you know, I was like you always been a great person to me. And I just wanted to help you. You know, I just was like, I had a good feeling about helping, you know, you getting your, you know, and, you know, helping you get out of your situation. And I still helped you. Remember you were in that network marketing company and you're like, I'm not signing up under you. I said, I don't care. And I remember you flew down. Remember you was with the company, so I'm not signing up under you. I said, I don't care. I know how to get my own money. Oh my God, I forgot that. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't take that personal. No, I didn't take it personal because at the end of the day, I rely on me to make money. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get offended. Hey, okay, cool. You signing up under Nicole. I genuinely wanted to help you. You did. You know that? Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, I need her to. No, you told me you weren't signing up. I kept my end of the bargain up. I made sure everything was cool and you end up making some good money. But at the end of the day, I mean, I wasn't tripping. I said, okay. What was your end of the bargain? What you mean? Tell them. I didn't have no end of the bargain. What are you talking about? Remember that time I came to the hotel, girl? And you paid my hotel room and gave me some money? Yeah, I just gave you the money. I paid for the room and then I gave you the money on the slide.
And I'm with my husband.
Yeah, and I was with my little piece of friend back then.
That's a big deal. You know, most people don't believe in helping people that got a man or a husband.
I don't look at, you know what? I'm not saying this. I just knew like you was even getting up and you was pregnant, waking up in the morning and stuff, and you was getting mad because your ex-husband didn't want to get up and come to the meetings and stuff. You was like, see what I'm saying? But you've always been hungry to want to do something.
You remember that? You remember giving me your credit card? I mean, give me some money and like then want like the way you did it, we'll just free. You remember that?
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't want people to know your business.
And I had a whole husband.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, let me ask you this: like, yeah, you did have a good husband. Did you like?
I had a what husband?
You had a good husband. You did
What
have
made
a good.
him a good husband?
Hold up.
Girl, what made him good?
In the beginning, you thought he was good because you wouldn't have married him.
I was depressed. Don't tell me what I thought.
So you married people because you was depressed.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
You ain't depressed right now, right? Is you in your right
Hell
mind?
no, I'm very happy and very in a good, very clear.
Okay, I'm just making sure because you know that's a new one for me, honey.
Yeah, I told you that. I would have never married that man. He was not my type of man. Remember, my mom had died. I fell into a depression. I was not in my right mind. I'm not saying he was a bad person, but I would have never married him being in a clear space.
And that was your only marriage?
Yes, ma'am.
So would you get married again?
I am getting married again.
Oh. Cha. Really?
Yes, it's I have to complete the story.
But back then, you used to be okay, well, why? Let me ask you this, because when me and you used to be talking, you used to be telling me you not get married, you don't want to get married. I mean, you don't want no man so now you saying you want to get married. Like you was real adamant about not getting married no more.
Yeah, I had stopped believing in marriage because at the time, you know, I had conformed to the relationship that I was in. And I was becoming what I needed to be to survive in the relationship that I was in. And I also had this thing where I felt like marriage suppresses a lot of people. I've seen people get married and lose their value and lose their dreams and lose their focus in the marriage. And so I was really uncomfortable with marriage. But I think that, you know, when you really develop a self-confidence and understanding of who you are and what you want, you really can manifest whatever you want. So I believe that the ideal man exists for all of us, but it's about us coming into the fullness of ourselves. And it's about us knowing that we got to finish this. We got to finish the assignment. When you don't love yourself, it's hard to get a man because you get half of what you are. So I wasn't really ready. I wasn't mentally ready. I wasn't spiritually ready. And I really didn't have no confidence in marriage because of my past experience.
Yeah.
For real.
One thing you said to me, like when I was telling you I was talking, and I was like, you was like, you always say to yourself, I hope it lasts. Why do you be saying that?
I don't say that no more. I used to say that because I didn't have confidence in myself or in the man. And so, you know, I was used to being in a relationship that wasn't long term because I had, you know, of course, as a kid, I had a lot of abandonment issues. But as I became an adult, like I'm a real adult. Like I'm really adulting now. And I didn't start really adulting till I turned like 41. I was still living my childhood trauma for real. I was still reliving abandonment issues. I was still reliving, you know, my mom not being there, my dad not being there. I was still reliving a lot of my childhood experiences. And it wasn't until maybe like the last year that I really started realizing that I deserve the best.
So let me ask you this. Yeah, that you said you deserve. Yeah, you definitely do deserve the best. But let me ask you this. You keep talking about you didn't have confidence and all that stuff, but you've been teaching and telling women, you know, how they need to be great and they need to be this individual, and that's what you practice. So you wasn't practicing that.
I didn't have confidence in me in a relationship. I have confidence with me being a boss.
Okay,
I had confidence with me
I
helping
get it.
people. I had confidence in getting
Okay,
money,
okay,
but relationships, it was not my strong suit.
okay. That makes sense now, cause you know. Okay, that makes sense now.
There's a
So,
lot of people. There's a lot of people that may be good at one thing that ain't good at everything.
right,
Just
that's
because
true.
you good at, just because you good at getting money, doesn't mean you good at parenting. Or just because you good at parenting, doesn't mean you good at getting money. Or just because you good at, building businesses, doesn't mean you good at self love. Like
You're right.
everything don't mean you great at everything. So I was great at getting money, but I was not good at relationships. I didn't compromise. I wasn't with that submissive shit. I wasn't with I was big, big bulldog. I was not one of them women that listened to I just had no nonsense. No, I don't want to hear it. Whatever, whatever, whatever. I just really did not listen a lot. I had all the control. So I just really did not listen to the other party. So it was really challenging for me until I got to a place where I know who I am. And when you know who you are, you attract differently. When you know who you are, what you desire, your standards, you get clear on what you want, things change. And that's I'm not the same person I used to be. A lot of people who think they know me, they don't even know me no more because I'm not even the same person that I used to be. I've grown.
You definitely always grown, which is a good thing. So that do make sense because you had me confused, but that's what's up.
No, I don't mind sharing the truth. I was insecure in relationships because I've watched people be in relationships and lose themselves. I've watched women be by their money, look good, get a man and get fat and go broke.
No, yeah, they do. You know what? Let me tell you one thing that you have inspired me to do. One thing I can say about you, you could be in a relationship and you could be beefing with, your significant other. Baby, you would get up, you will still fly. You still keep flowing under any and all conditions. It could be a turbulence, a tornado. You still gonna make sure you do what you gotta do to make it happen. And so now, when I be in a relationship and stuff, I still be moving, doing what I gotta do. I still work out. I got that from you.
You know what I find women do? This is the weirdest thing. And I hope, I'm looking for, hey, listen, if y'all are part of this live and you're not coming to the awakening, we have a segment on Friday called Pillow Talk. It's going to be amazing. I got some men, Mello got some thorough men coming to Pillow Talk. The conversations at Pillow Talk going to be very high level relationship conversations with husbands and wives and just really helping us have a fresh perspective because, a lot of people in there who deal with depression and low self-esteem is because of a relationship. A man made them feel depressed. A woman made them feel depressed. A man made them feel like they wasn't good enough. A woman made them feel like they wasn't good enough. So really, truly, many people don't know this, but until you get to a place that you have standards and you don't tolerate certain stuff, you're going to keep dating the same type of person in different bodies. So listen, y'all come to Pillow Talk. Make sure y'all get y'all ticket for the awakening. We are 65% sold out. It is a 3-day experience, ladies, that will change your life. Men, you are welcome. If you guys do not have your ticket, you can get a virtual ticket. You can get an in-the-room ticket. Go to www.ghmhevent.com. Grab your ticket. Friday night, Pillow Talk kickoff. Saturday, we're going to the manual curriculum all day. We got Rick Ross coming that day. Rick Ross is also, thank you, Chandra. Rick Ross is also performing Saturday, but we also are talking to Rick Ross about how to get money, man. How has he been in the game for 16 years? How he's, guys, in his 40s, his late 40s, and he's still looking young and relevant. And then Sunday, we got Real Talk Camp. So, guys, if you have not gotten tickets for the awakening, go to www.ghmhevent.com. Grab your ticket. We only have one awakening this year in Orlando. But Anetta, can you hear me? Girl, what's wrong with her Wi-Fi, child? Anetta. All right, y'all, I gotta bring her back. Yes, y'all, relationships could make you or fucking break you. You understand me? You cannot get in a relationship with any old body, because if you get in a relationship with any old body, they can ruin your self-esteem. They can ruin your self-value. They can make you feel like you ain't good enough. Baby, listen, let me tell you what I was just saying. People got to be careful with who they get in a relationship with. And you could be in a relationship with a man that doesn't have confidence and being with you. And because he doesn't believe that he deserves you or he don't believe he's good enough for you, he would tear your ass down. And it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's just that he don't believe he with you. He don't believe he deserve you. He don't believe that he good enough for you. And he try to tear your ass down to his level. So women, we got to be careful with how we date. We got to be careful with the men we accept. And we got to know that men, when a man wants you and the man really cares, they will change for you. They would change for you. They would conform for you. They would make sure that they treat you the way you need to be treated. They know how important it is. See, a real man knows his confidence is attached to his woman too. You don't want to date no woman that don't have no good confidence or a woman that don't feel pretty or don't feel good enough. So I think that, you know, my thought process relationship wise just wasn't good. I had a lot of personal insecurities, and it had a lot to do with the person that I was in a relationship with. And so now that I'm no longer engaged in certain type of relationships, my confidence is high, my peace is high, my money is growing. And I feel like we have to be careful with who we pick, who we decide to date, who we decide to friend to. What you think about that?
You 100% right. You have to protect your heart and your spirit. That is so important. No, you're right about that.
So tell me about your relationship. Are you got a man?
No, I don't have a man.
Why you don't have a man?
You know, at the end of the day, I mean, you know, of course, you know, I was dating, but I mean, it's no reason why I don't have a man. I think guys be wanting to approach me. They just be like intimidated. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. I don't want to be by myself, but one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to settle for anything. And you saying like somebody that don't believe they with you, they will tear you down. You know, that's important. And you got to protect your heart and you got to protect your spirit.
So tell me about, like, because you're a beautiful black woman. You got money. You're beautiful. You know what to do. You know how to cater to a man. Like, I feel like you the total package, but still, you know, you have relationship issues. Tell me what is it about you that don't have a man? Why not?
That's a good. I think men are intimidated. Like, so I have grown.
Tell us how you treat a man. How do you treat your man? Tell us how you treat your man.
I cook for my man. If I see the things like, you know, like, for example, my last relationship, I watched everything he do. Like, I made sure I ordered, you know, what he ordered. Like, is a different type of soap? Do you know the water? Whatever, you know, I'm going to be on point. If I see something, like, I give you a prime example, this particular time, his chef didn't show up, you know, when he was out of town. I got, you know, I made sure I connected and found a whole nother chef in a whole different city, you know, and make that connection so that he can get a chef, so that he can enjoy his event. You know, like, at the end of the day, I just think that, you know, like, I am like, it don't, sometimes it be the man. Like, even now, my ex-boyfriend still try to talk to me now, like, later. Like, of course, I hadn't dated one since 2018. He called me, you know, a month ago trying to get back with me. Then, you know, you got somebody else. Of course, you already know the story. He had a baby. He just tried to talk to me. He sent me some stuff yesterday. So it ain't me. Eventually, they come to their senses. It just be that sometimes men just don't be ready. And I'm not about to sit around and wait for you to get ready. So I believe, you know, I know I was a good person because they didn't resurface and they're really trying to get back with me, but I'm not interested.
Exactly. After they dated some new girls and they realized how bad it was, then they want to try to come back once they realize.
Yeah, and so at the end of the day, it's just like, no, I'm not settling for that. I'm not going back to that. I don't see a change. You could give a guy so many times and you will look up. They will, like, for the young girls on here, do not let a man tie your young years up. It'll be 7, 8, 9 years you going through the same stuff. You got to know when to cut stuff off and you got to know when to cut out. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, no, like, you be saying on me, it don't be, I'm just not dealing with that bullshit. I can't do it. Especially right now at this age. I'm not doing it. You got to come correct. All that, you know, I'm not building no man up. You have to be able to come with something. You got to know how to treat me.
You're not building no man up?
No, I'm not building a man. I don't want no man that ain't got shit going on.
No, I'm not. Okay, so you're not building your man up? Is your man?
No, let's be clear. when I say build a man up, I'm not building to help a man. If he has to come with something, he has to come with his own money, his own opportunity. However, I'm going to support my man. I'm going to make, I want him to be the best individual that he has, that he could be. And I know that I can help. Just like my last relationship, I helped him out, on some little things that, he needed to tweak. I'm going to bring some value to you.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? My last ex-boyfriend, I set not this one, the one but the one before that, I set corporations up and all that stuff. So at the end of the day, I bring value. It's just that they don't realize it. Men don't, it don't be you, because sometimes we'll be thinking, oh, it's me. It's not you. It's just that they not ready for you. And then sometimes when they do get ready, you done moved on or you're not interested.
Exactly. That's so true.
You're not interested.
That's so true. You know what, though? I was talking to somebody the other day, and what she said was, I'm not going to say her name and put her business out there, but she said some things to me that really made me think. She said, listen, when you're dating, you got to literally the first 90 days, the first 6 months, you got to not let that person play. They can't slip on nothing. You can't let them slip on dating, taking you on dates. You can't let them slip on taking care of you, whatever you need financially. You cannot let them slip at all, because if you do, you're like literally teaching them how to treat you. And so like you got to let them know, hey, this is what I like. This is what I need. This is what I want. This is what I require. And this is where I want to go. You got to let them know in the beginning, because if not, they will start to think that certain things that they're doing is acceptable. And that's one of the things I like about you, Anetta. Like in the beginning, you let a nigga know, like, nah, this is not what we doing. This is not what we doing. You say you gonna call me back at 7, nigga, it's 7:15. You ain't call me until I said 7. You said 7. Like you're very like serious. Like you let a nigga know, like, no, don't play. And if they don't get it together, like you literally would cut their ass clean off. That's something I had to learn from you. Like, I don't care if you bother, you miss that person, you want to see that person, you be like, fuck that shit.
Because at the end of the day, you got to stand your ground. Just like, you got to stand your ground. Like, I know I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? You want to quit me? Cool, quit me. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to, be trying to be fixing some shit that, no, you got to know. And if I say this, you said it already on this call. You said, if a man really want to work it out with you, he going to make that shit happen. Period. But one thing we'll do, people will let egos get in their way and stuff like that. But I learned that, because you do got to have a zero tolerance, because they will try you. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I'm not even about to play with you. You got to have standards. And that's one thing. Men think you be trying. They mix standards and control up. So basically, you telling somebody, they do.
Oh, that's so good.
No, it is. They mix standards up with control. For example, if you tell me we going out at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you cannot call me at 9 o'clock talking about you forgot. No, you're going to call me at 7:30 and say, hey, I had some things come up. Is it okay if we reschedule? Cool. But you think I'm okay with you calling me at 9 o'clock. Now, if you say something to an immature man like that, he's going to say, oh, you controlling. No, nigga, I'm not controlling. I just have respect. You going to respect my time.
Damn, that's so powerful. Exactly.
They do.
Did y'all hear what she said? She said a lot of men, immature men, like to confuse respect with control.
No, standards with control. That's standard just like with control. Men get it twisted. That's just like with you. You are a woman of quality. So you here. So now all their life they've been dating these women. Women that ain't got shit, credit fucked up. They've been taking care of women. So they finally meet a woman that can bring something to the table with standards. Then they try to treat you like this motherfucker that's down here. No, nigga, I work very hard to get to my status, and you're going to have to see the difference, or don't worry about it. I'm not about to let a nigga treat me with this bitch that's regular, because I'm not regular.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, well, bitch, you going to go crib paid off. I got 2 Rolls Royces. I got my own business, and I got my nigga nice shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't confuse me with a bitch that needs your credit card to let me give you the money so I can buy you a gift on your credit card. You can't confuse me, baby. I got 800 credit score. So you're not about to treat me like a bitch that got 500 credit score. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying making $50,000 or $100,000 a year. It's not about to happen. I don't think that, but you got to respect. That's where men get it twisted. So they really don't know how to deal with you. So they trying to deal with you on this level that they've been dealing with women, but we not buying that shit.
You can't treat me like you treat another bitch.
Yeah. That's just like a woman might need you to pay her bills. You know, she happy about you taking her out and stuff like that. I just want you to treat me right. You know what I'm saying? Take my trash out, you know, buy me some nice gifts and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you got to put in work for an actual woman that got something going for herself. And after so long, we only going to take so much of it and we going to cut your motherfucking ass off. You did that in your last relationship. It's only so much you could take. Because it's like, what do I need you for? Are you bringing me value? Or, you know what I'm saying? You making me, you know, you hurt my heart. Like, this can't go that way.
That's so good. That's so
No,
good.
it is. They do. They try to treat us all the same. Bitch, I am not the same. Period. So you going to find you somebody that you used to be dealing with because over here it's different. I give me a different experiences. And I'm not saying I'm all, you know, I am all.
Oh, you do what? You give me
I
what?
give me a different experiences. I promise you. That I do.
Sir.
I promise you. No, I'm just saying, guys that get with me, they ain't that like I promise you. I give me a different experiences. It's on them that they can't see the value. And they, you know, that's on them.
So explain to me. So you meet a man and you explain to him your likes and your dislikes.
I don't really go into that. You know, we have casual conversation. I do say, okay, I like this, I like that. You know, we're talking. I really don't, you know, it goes along. You know what I'm saying? Like when we go to dinner and stuff like that, I really believe this. You have to if a man don't know how to treat you, you have to like show them how to treat you. You're not going to meet the perfect man. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to meet, but if they come with a lot of good qualities and they're open-minded, I have to be open-minded that we work together to make it work. I can't be the one trying to do all the work. Like I tell people, a relationship is a responsibility. It's a responsibility. And I have standards and I'm not about to play with you.
So do you want to get married?
I definitely want to get married. Absolutely. Yes.
You could be with one man for the rest of your life?
I believe in my heart I can. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you this, Stormy. You're going to say I'm right. Our life's so busy. Like, I've never been the type to date 2 and 3 men at one time. I ain't got time for that shit.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if you can find you a guy, you know what I'm saying, that make you happy, y'all travel, y'all cool, y'all kick it, y'all go on dates, that's enough for you. That's enough for me. I don't see, like, I'm not that type of woman that want to date 3, 4, 5. I don't have that type of time. I just want one nigga on my phone. I don't want to talk to 3 or 4 guys. So if I could meet that one guy and we work together, yes, I would love to be married.
Wow. So in closing, we got, you know, we're at 12 midnight now.
Okay.
In closing, you know, we got the awakening coming up. Pillow Talk is going to be very different this year. You know, we're dressing very sexy in lingerie.
Oh, we are?
Oh, yeah, our lingerie. Yeah, we're going to have silk, sexy robes on. Of course, you know, Rick Ross going to be there. We got Dr. Jamal Bryant, Mello bringing several of his homeboys out to talk to us ladies. You know, I got a couple of married couples. I got, of course, you got Mario and Claudiane has been married for like 8 years. They've been together for like 14
What about
years.
Skittles and her husband?
I got Skittles and Zoe coming to Pillow Talk.
Good.
Skittles and Zoe have a beautiful relationship.
They do, and Skittles don't play either.
No, she has standards and values.
She showed the fuck she don't play. She don't play.
No, she does not. So Skittles and Zoe will be on the panel, and it's gonna be so much going on. And then of course we got Rick Ross Saturday, Real Talk Kim. We got an amazing lineup. How do you feel about this year's awakening? I mean, you've been to all of them. You missed one. How do you feel? We're doing only, I don't know if I told you, but we're only doing one awakening this year. We're not doing 2. So how do you feel?
So every year you just gonna do one awakening?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time. We got to film. You know, we filmed today. I don't have the time. We start back filming in June. I don't have the time to do multiple awakenings this year.
Awakening is really good though.
Awakening is everything. How you feel about it this year?
You just make sure you get through the book this time.
Everybody said it. I promise you. I'm gonna finish.
You got to get through the book. People spend very good money with you. Please get through the book.
I will get through the book, darling. Everybody has been saying we want you to get through the book.
You should get through the book. Would you want to go to Grant Cardone and they just give you one page and then you close up? You gonna be mad than a motherfucker. You didn't spend $30,000 and he ain't get through the book.
No, I wouldn't be mad because I'm sure that he added value in other ways.
That's you. But people work very hard to come and put their money together, and they look like when they come to you, they just need that word. So I just make sure I'm gonna make sure you gonna get through the book anyway.
No, trust me, I'm gonna get through the book because I want to get through the book. I would not be who I am. I wouldn't be who I am right now if it wasn't for everything I teach in the book.
Amen.
And I know that people need it. So we got a real tight schedule. I got my attorney that's gonna be there. We got the timekeeper. We got everything in control to make sure everything is completed the way it needs to.
Yeah.
You make sure you're there Friday. You make sure you're there for the premiere. March 17th.
Wait, that's what I need to talk about. So the premiere is on the 17th, right?
March 17th is taking place. We're actually going to have a premiere party in Orlando. So everybody, y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to Lifetime Movie Network, LMN, and y'all watch $1 Million Hustle, my show on Lifetime, premiering at 9 p.m. Eastern on March 17th.
So I need to get there Thursday morning or Wednesday.
Thursday morning.
I think that's so gangster.
It's gonna be
Have
everything.
your premiere in Orlando.
So what would you like to say in closing? Because we done, girl. It's time for bed. I'm sleepy.
I'm not sleepy.
Well, y'all think I want her bye?
In closing, I just want everybody to know, you need to be the best version of you in life. At the end of the day, life is what you make it. You live life by design, and don't settle, and protect your heart and your spirit.
Don't damn settle. Don't settle for a sorry life. Don't settle for a man that don't treat you like a queen. Don't settle for a friend that don't respect, honor, and love you. And don't settle for less than you deserve, baby. So bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Is she